In a magical kingdom, there lived a brave little boy and his kind sister. Their hearts were heavy with sadness since their dear mother passed away, leaving them with a mean stepmother. One day, the little boy held his sister's hand and said, "Let's escape to a place where laughter and joy live." So, they set off on an adventure, journeying through green meadows and rocky paths. As raindrops fell, the sister whispered, "The sky cries with us." By nightfall, they found refuge in a hollow tree in a vast forest and fell asleep under the starry sky. The next morning, they were on a quest for a cool drink from a brook. But a secret followed them. Their stepmother was a witch, and she had cast a spell on all the forest brooks. At the first brook, the brother almost drank the water, but the sister heard the brook's whisper, "Who drinks of me will be a tiger." Frightened, she begged her brother not to drink. At the next brook, it warned of turning him into a wolf. And at the third, the brook promised to turn him into a roebuck. Despite his sister's pleas, the brother drank and turned into a young roebuck. The sister's tears fell like rain, but she bravely said, "Fear not, dear roebuck, I'll always be with you." She crafted a soft leash from rushes and led him deeper into the mysterious forest, where they found a cozy, empty cottage to call home. Every day, she gathered food for them both, and at night, she used the roebuck's back as her pillow. Dreaming of happier days, meanwhile, the king of the land announced a great hunt in the forest. The roebuck, longing for freedom, begged his sister to let him join. Reluctantly, she agreed, but made him promise to return at dusk. The king and his huntsmen were enchanted by the sight of the golden-collared roebuck and chased him, but he always eluded them. When darkness fell, he returned to his sister's side in their secret cottage. On the final day of the hunt, the roebuck was wounded and a clever huntsman followed him to their cottage. The king, disguised, knocked on the door the next evening, and to his surprise, found a beautiful maiden, the roebuck's sister. The king was enchanted and asked her to be his queen, and she agreed, only if her dear roebuck could come too. The king promised the roebuck would always be by her side. At the palace, a grand wedding was held, and the roebuck roamed happily in the palace gardens. But the wicked stepmother, envious of their happiness, hatched a plan with her one-eyed daughter. They tricked the queen and left her for dead. The queen, however, turned into a spirit and visited her baby and the roebuck every night. When the king discovered this, he caught her, and she came back to life, full of health and beauty. The king brought the stepmother and her daughter to justice for their wicked deeds. The daughter met a grim end in the forest, and the stepmother was consumed by fire. At that moment, the roebuck